Well, hello, friends. Good morning. I am Pastor Lauren. I'm one of the pastors at Culpeper United Methodist Church. Welcome to my living room. I've got a couple of announcements to share with you this morning as we prepare for worship in just a little while. First thing that I want to mention, you might be getting sick of me saying this, but every time I start one of these videos, I like to share the plans for worship with you since we have changed it up quite a bit over these last 9 months or so. So today and for the whole month of January, we have one worship service available. We are worshiping at 10 o'clock a.m. If you'd like to join us online, you can find us on Facebook or YouTube through our website, whatever platform you are watching this on now. And if you would like to come in person, we would love to have you join us in person if you're feeling like that's the right choice for you and your family. Our same rules and regulations are in place. So that means that you need to fill out our health form. You can either do that online, you can find that through our website, or you can just wait until you come in person and we have ushers and greeters who will walk you through that process. We do also need you to wear a face mask. So you'll wear whatever face mask you want, whether that's a reusable one, a disposable one that you have made, whatever you would like. You'll wear that from when you leave your car until when you return to your car at the end of worship. Again, if you have not been with us at an in-person service, we have plenty of ushers and greeters that can help answer any questions that you might have, can help make sure you're feeling safe and comfortable in our worship space while being able to maintain and follow all of those rules and regulations. I have gotten a few questions about Ash Wednesday, wondering what we'll be doing for Ash Wednesday and future service plans, and we don't have that totally fleshed out yet. Rest assured, we will have a worship opportunity for Ash Wednesday, but I'm hopeful that we'll be able to share those details with you all at some point this week or next Sunday. We'll have that information ready to share with you. I did also want to mention that next Sunday we will be celebrating Holy Communion together. Some folks have asked about that. There was a while that we practiced it every week together and then we had stopped. So we will be celebrating Holy Communion next Sunday. We will only be celebrating that with those folks who are present in person. So if you would like to receive Holy Communion, you can plan on coming to our in-person service next Sunday. We'll still have an online service. We will just end the online service and then we will continue with our in-person folks going through our Holy Communion liturgy. So I did want to make sure you were aware of that for the folks who had been wondering about that. The next little thing that I wanted to share with you all is another opportunity to help love our neighbors and care for our community. So for quite a while now, we've talked about wanting to have a specific team of people who were willing and excited about preparing meals for folks. Maybe some of you have experienced this before in your life when you have perhaps welcomed a child into the family via birth or adoption. Maybe you've had a death in the family, you've had a surgery or a medical procedure, one of those things, and you've had a team of some church folks come around you and provide some food. It doesn't solve all of the problems, but just helps ease a little bit of the burden in that way. And for a long time, we've talked about wanting to have one person in charge of that, not one person making all of those meals, but one person that could kind of be our connection with the family, could set up a Sign Up Genius, and could coordinate the meals. So we have gotten that off the ground. We have someone who has volunteered to be our coordinator. So what we are looking for is a list of people who would be willing to provide meals. We're not saying that you would provide a meal every single time there's a need, but we're making a list of people so that we can contact those folks and get them to sign up directly. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, please let me know. You can give us a call at the office. You can send me an email. My email address is pastorlauren@culpeperumc.org. We do have a family that we are working with right now. We have a family who's welcomed a new baby, and so we want to surround them and support them and provide some meals for them. I know that things are a little weird right now with COVID, so if you're a little bit hesitant about wanting to do that with COVID, there'll be some opportunities. You could set up some takeout, some things like that, so that you wouldn't actually have to be directly in contact with folks. But like I said, our big need right now is not necessarily for this specific family, but it's more so to get a list of names together. So I would love to see us have 20 or more people who are interested in the future in helping with this so that we can then have that list of people to call upon. So again, if you are interested in helping with that, you can send me an email, you can give me a phone call, and I'll be happy to get you on that list. Again, it doesn't commit you to every time there's a need, but it just puts your name in a bank of names that would be willing to provide those needs. And it's just a great way to tangibly be able to come alongside and support our church family when those needs exist, whether that's in times of great joy and exhaustion with welcoming a child, or whether that's a time that things are harder with some of those other situations that were lifted. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and let me know. Well, friends, I'm really looking forward to worship this morning. We are continuing in our series on Weekly 5. We're continuing. Pastor John and I are both preaching again together. Some of you have been like, but you always preach together. No, we very rarely preach together. Most of the time, one of us preaches one service and one preaches the other. But for this series, we have split each sermon down the middle, with one of us focusing more on unpacking the scripture and one of us focusing more on the application. So I think that turned out pretty well. Last week, we're continuing to work on that together today. We're still in the book of Romans. And so I'm looking forward to what's going to be happening in worship today. Of course, we've got our Time with Young Disciples. We've got some great music. And I think it's going to be a wonderful service. So I look forward to worshiping with you, whether you're going to be joining us in person in our sanctuary or online via Facebook or YouTube or our website. I think we've got some great things to worship together this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this coffee and head out in just a little while. Friends, see you soon.